What's up semuanya. Alright, kita udah masuk ke game yang keempat antara Apbren melawan Onic. Kali ini kita mendapatkan 1 poin, guys. Tetap gaungkan hashtag indopride ya buat game yang kali ini biar jadi 2 sama. 3 abis itu 3-2, guys, menang Onic. Ya, let's go. Onic menang, bawa piala Game of Future ke Indonesia, guys.
The jungle to be able to rotate and move fast. And you can already see that Kyrie's putting on the pressure on the enemy jungle. And I mean, Gwen also has the ability to
Albert udah pakai one-one, cok. Hero power dia.
Able to secure jungles, but let's see if paired with the Matilda, they're able to do it quicker on the side of Onic.
Udah harus keluar cok one-one Albert ini.
What do you think here, Trex?
Buat gendong-gendong.
I mean, win conditions overall, I think both teams scale. Both teams have a pretty a decent late game. You have Albert on the wall.
Kyrie pakai barat ya.
Something that is going to be crucial for the side of Onic is making sure that Albert has decent space and a decent game. And with the Matilda and with the Barats, they should be able to create ample opportunity for Albert to get something off.
I like it.
Aduh, 84. Sans sudah 84, guys.
Ogwin and few in the mid side. The major thing that everyone's gonna have to watch out for is Ogwin with that I'm offended. This guy knows how to make a set when he needs to. He knows how to make a play when he needs to. Keyboy and Sans both locking in the Purify, so it's definitely a solid answer. One has the built-in Purify. So
bener-bener nggak punya buff dua-duanya ya.
I think one of their win conditions is going to be kind of layering a lot of
Cuma
their
sekali aja
attacks.
masih buff dulu.
Not blowing their load at once, kind of taking their time with these team
Guys, kita kita kok tampilan begini sih. Nah, sorry, nggak fokus. Kita harus tutupin mukanya Bren, cok. Ogwen masuk ke depan. Sans, aduh, Sans nggak cepet ulti, cok. Cepet ulti Sans, anjir. Aduh, nggak bisa nih. Diharas, cok, buffnya, anjir.
Gonna force him to use the retry here. He's gonna be okay, but at least they force that out. Apbren with that, and Kyle not using the retry.
Tegang banget, cok, leher belakang gua.
I mean,
aduh, Keyboy.
Right? I mean, they have the retro.
Aduh, digas, cok.
Nice
kali aja mati.
Bisa
gitu, anjing.
Lu
jangan ketawa ya, caster bangke. Aduh, cok.
No grand theft purple without any consequences. Nah, that's a good go by the side of AP.
Ambil minang terakhir,
Keep up this pressure. I think they're just kind of reverting back to what they did in game 1 and 2. And they're just applying heavy pressure. Right now, we're not seeing too many rotations. I mean, it's 4 minutes in with only 1 kill. We can kind of take a look at some of the items. We see Corrosive Scythe being picked up by Albert, which is clutch. Right now, I think... Flap's easy.
A bit of damage on Flap, but Flap still, I mean, that's just a CC right there, man. It's like, even when you think you got the better, out of nowhere, she's throwing more yo-yos in your face.
Aduh, guys. Kalah banget, anjir.
Yo-yo, but it's there. Wan though struggling a little bit down here against Super Marco.
Mau ada Bartel masih 30 detik sih, harusnya recall dulu sih Albert.
Major happening still. It's 1-0 gold at a small deficit for Apbren, but this is definitely a good spot for them if Super Marco can keep dominating in this top lane and Albert having to
jemput sama Keyboy, guys.
Like I said, it's going to be
biar
a
cepet.
problem. They need Albert to
soalnya 15 detik lagi udah mau turtle. Keyboy sudah ikut join. Aduh, Keyboy. Boy. Aduh, digas dong. Dua. Nice. Aduh, mati masih, cok. Aduh. Kalau udah utility-nya keluar semua sih Keyboy. Ulti, spell.
Now the turtle is probably going to be uncontested because you can already see the side of the map. Bravest fighter on the flat, but I think it's going to be too much.
Harus makan atas emang. Anjir.
I like this.
Aduh, si Ogwen udah ke atas. Mati dong, Sans. Anjing kena tarik. Aduh. Cepet banget si Ogwennya, cok. Ngeromnya.
The switch might have been flipped here. I'm wondering how much more aggressive they're gonna get.
Aduh, pasti.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see they're gonna, Wario this tower right here. Oh no, they backed off. They seen the numbers difference was there.
Wait, ngelak.
Again, I think the side of
Back,
Onic. They
I
just
like-
gotta keep this up. Like you were saying, Albert needs to kind of get fed, keep the gains coming. And Suns, I mean, gonna have to stop dying here. They're definitely taking advantage of it. The Matilda not coming into too big of a play yet.
Yeah, definitely being monsters. Kyrie still trying to zone. But he's kind of been on his lonesome lately, and that's because that's because Keyboy has been forced
Masih 60 detik
to
lagi makanya berani pakai rete. Aduh, buff merahnya. Buff merahnya.
Luckily, Albert hasn't taken a death yet. That's very important. Few though on this Nana is
Buff
definitely
merahnya
gonna end up being
diambil
a
dong.
problem as well. It's going to be hard for Kyrie. He's going to have to watch out for those Molinas because
Ada
that
dua
could
orang.
be the game changer in a big retribution battle.
Duluan 2, Nananya datang.
True. And
Oh, harus selesai duluan buffnya.
This is like literally just reliving game 1. Like
Kalah
they are
soalnya
just
2
applying
turtle kalah.
so much pressure on Onic, and they have to find some type of relief here. But again, I feel like at some
Curang
point,
cok si Betek ini anjir. Bisa kayak
I
gitu.
mean, they're keeping this left tower, which is it's good, right?
Kayak
Albert
Layla,
just
anjir.
has to get a key play on this 1-1, and it can make differences.
Hancur digituin cok.
And they're just a little too late there.
Itu, aduh.
Onic looks for the
Balik
play to
guys,
stop,
balik guys.
But
No.
Apbren is constantly answering faster. They know them. They know when they're coming. They feel it out. And like you said, they're just eating up at Onic right now. Kyrie unable to get his last orange buff. They're losing towers in the bot. Here comes another turtle. Last turtle of the
Dimasukin.
game. Keyboy gonna try to make the roundabout. Not able to get an
Nggak
knock on
bisa,
anybody.
guys.
The bombs come down and Kyle T's able to take
Kyrie
Kyrie.
balik.
Taking
Kyrie-nya mati.
huge damage.
Apa?
Unable to
Si
even
One-Man
finish
farming
the
bawah.
first welcome. The rest of his team not there
Udah
to
2
help
item ya
out.
Albertnya.
He went from a big dino to
balik,
a
balik.
tiny dino right there. It was
Big dino to a dead
Apbren.
dino.
Mereka langsung ke bawah.
Yeah, Apbren just controlling the field, turned him into a
Gila cok si Ogwen sampai depan, yang bener aja.
Onic.
Anjir,
have to
pedes
figure out
banget.
a way to bite back. And I think, I mean, they're controlling it here. I just think at some point we need to see Albert into an engage, but they don't want to lose him.
I thought they were gonna go. I thought he
Aduh,
was going
Bert.
for the quick no scope right there. Almost hit Super Marco, definitely becoming a threat. 2-0 and 1 the 360 no scope. Trying to land down. Onic
American
now
Sniper Special.
losing out on the mid side as well. Apbren looking to
Midnya
close
mau
this
diambil
one
banget
here.
sama dia.
Trying
Aduh,
to clear
Sansa
this
kena.
wave.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Win, Poppy, I'm offended, but a lot of damage.
Aduh, nggak mati
Onic
PW-nya.
forced back, Sans looking for
Keyboy
the
balik.
chase. Doesn't
Dibalikin
have
sama
the
si Kylie
Can't
dong.
commit, but Boots able to get the
Aduh,
land
mati
down on
Kyrie-nya.
Kyle
Oh, enggak deh.
But out comes the Beer's passion, and Kyrie is forced to back off. A nice crossbow tank.
Untung aja ultinya kebuka.
Onic, Apbren still controlling with the 5K gold lead.
Now, if I was on the side
Gila
of Onic
cok,
right now,
bertahanin
I would
tower
just-
mid sampai kayak gitu
they
anjir.
gotta play it tactical at this point, right? Like, Albert's still doing really good. Keyboy hasn't died, but I think he needs to be in a little bit more of a key
Itemnya
location
One udah
to be able to
2.
save his
Ini
team
harusnya
sometimes.
ke
Mainly,
si
Sans at
Halbert.
this point kind of dying. Taking a look at some of the items, we do see the Demon Hunter sword being picked up by Albert, so could be coming online. But the biggest difference is that Super Marco has the
Baratnya buat nahan si Betek dulu karena udah nggak ngotak. Memang sih sakit banget anjir tuh damage-nya siapa. Weh, Butet selamat. Gila. Mati cok Kyle-nya. Anjir, Butet selamat gara-gara si Keyboy. Kyle-nya mati. Aduh, Sans kalau ada ulti enak nih ngezoning si Marco. Albert ada ulti cok. Bert bisa Bert, ngopen Bert. Oh, Gwen. Ulti yang ada, Flapsy-nya.
Kyrie taking a lot of damage here. Ogwen gonna get locked
Usir
up.
aja,
Misses
usir,
the offended.
usir,
Boots
usir.
misses the
Aduh.
stun. Super Marco
Sansa
looking for
mati,
an angle. Kyrie
anjing.
able to take the first lord
Aduh,
of the
mati
game
dua,
there.
cok.
They lose Sans and Boots though. Very similar to last game. They're able to control
Aduh,
the
hancur
objective.
dong
but
kita kalau begini.
Apbren may be able to crack through this tower.
Yeah, I mean, this is good pressure by Apbren, but Onic able to secure
Itu
it. I
bisa
feel like
sih.
it's
Aduh,
gonna
ada
make
pengen
Albert
dia.
possibly gonna be able to make a play. Maybe on the
Anjir,
flat.
Lota nggak ada harga
They attempted.
dirinya, sialan.
They have Keyboy with them. No, they're just going to play a safe, back off. They got the Lord. They stall out a little bit more, but how long?
Nggak dapet
can they
tower sama
continue to
sekali,
play this
anjir, dapet
stall
tower
game
keluar.
for Apbren with a dominating lead right now.
Yeah, and we can already see Super Marco is just coming online. The damage is devastating. When the SMGs collide into any of the team fights, it's just it's too much. Really, right now, if I'm on the side of Onic, they're doing what I would do, right? Just keep Albert farming, keep him going. He's 1-0 and 0. Really haven't seen any crossbow tanks coming out just yet, but when they do, that's probably going to devastate Apbren. So
On
I feel
mana
like
di
that's the biggest thing we
ternyata
have to
bukan si
watch out
Albert ya guys.
for. We don't see a win of nature being picked up
Hmm.
by Super Marco, but we do see by Albert. So again, this is what I was saying. This could be a turning grace.
Makan gak sih? Aduh, nggak dimakan.
Field play from Ogwin, not able to find too much. Kyle TZ dashes under the tower.
Albertnya farming terus, Cok.
Here. Albert playing the off lanes, doing it well, just farming up, still hasn't taken a death. So yes, you're right, that's huge. But Apbren, man, this is exactly where they want to be. And at this point,
Aduh, jadi kambing gunung Kairinya.
Freeze up the lanes a little bit, slow play things, hold their gold lead, and wait for Onic to step out a little bit too much.
Oh,
Oh,
he missed both
anjir.
shots.
Gila, Cok.
I feel like if you had the SMG right there, Sans would have
Sakit
been
banget, gila.
panicking, but
I mean, Sans panicked anyways. He's like, black shoes, black shoes. Was not messing around. I mean, I think it was smart if he
Sniper
stayed there. It
shots.
could have been bad, but either way, like, you see the snipe come out, you're like, oh, I gotta go. Because you don't know who else is in the bush.
Nggak berani masuk.
Kyrie,
Aduh.
a little bit of a
Sans,
skirmish here
Sans,
at the purple buff.
Sans.
Kyle TZ.
Oh, nice.
Looking
Anjir,
for an
jantungan
angle
banget
as
liat mainnya,
well.
Cok.
Super Marco gonna back off as Few stays behind, taking a lot of damage. Few in trouble, forced to use a flicker there. Takes
Timnya
a
masih
little
ada
bit of
pasif
burn, but
juga
the
sih.
passive does not proc. Apbren still in control.
yeah, I mean, I think they're in a little bit of control, right? I mean, right now Onic able to, control a little bit of the right lane and the turtle area. I feel like this is going to be a key play. Do they go opt for a concealed play? Kind of how do they approach this here? Utilities available for both sides. Only thing is that Nana does not have that flicker, so could be huge. You can kind of see Few staying into the back line, trying to keep them at bay.
Dan sama saya purify sama ulti.
What's your play?
I don't know. I mean, they do have control over the pit, but the last time I felt like they had a little bit of control over the pit as well.
Anjir, capek banget ini, Cok, pasti jadi San, Cok. Main lagi sakit gitu sampai game keempat. Gila, anjir, Sans.
If Keyboy steps to the other side of the river, he just gets torn apart. So they kind of have to play this half and half.
Aduh, Sansa.
Sans in trouble, goes down a mega kill into the hands of Super
nggak bisa.
Onic aborts mission.
Aduh, Sansa lagi bad play banget, Cok.
This Lord over. It's 25 seconds till Sans is
Bermarkonya
back
udah
up, and
god
Apbren
banget,
isn't gonna wait
anjir.
that long.
I mean, it looks like they
Pakai
pulled
branded.
back a little bit to maybe attack again.
Please, nggak bisa. Balik aja. Aduh, ditarik dong. Oh, untungnya.
Super Marco able to secure the Lord. Kyle TZ does
Aduh,
use
Cok.
retribution as well for it. Onic unable to make a move.
Keyboy utilized the Purify to stay out of the I'm offended. It could have been really bad for Onic at that engage. Again, taking a look at some of the items, we still don't see a Wind of Nature being picked up by Super Marco, but the damage is there. There it is. Wind of Nature secured. This could be a tough go here.
Guys, bisa ngasih guys ini, guys.
As we have
Buat
seen Albert
buat comeback, guys.
one crossbow Tang.
He used one, but it didn't do anything.
Did he? Oh
He used
god.
one,
Kayak
but it did not do
Aduh.
anything.
Kairi.
Oh, nice. I'm offended on
Aduh,
Kyrie's getting
gila
knocked
dah.
out by the violent Requiem, and he's taken.
Kairi, jangan mati,
Oh,
please.
Kyrie still on
Nice.
the map though, able to just survive. No members from either
Gila,
team
nggak ada
have
yang mati,
dropped
Cok.
yet, but the inhibitor
Aduh,
has fallen.
nggak
Albert
ngopen.
trying to get the swift play
Aduh,
to
jauh
move
banget.
around.
Aduh, Alberta malah mati.
Tang mark, but he's not able to do it. Forced to bounce back to
Masih
the
hidup
team.
Alberta.
Kyrie gonna get his bonus welcome.
Open.
Bash
Nggak
him
ngopen.
against the wall. Flap TZ takes a little bit of damage, but the I'm offended locks on to Kyrie. Kyrie taking too much. Can he survive this? A little bit of play. Kyle TZ dashes back onto the team. Apbren got what they were looking for, but still nobody drops, and it's just insane to think about. Two teams like this can have a battle that long.
45
Guys, kayaknya mau pakai terus taruh kiri lagi udah, guys, biar menang kayak tadi, Cok. Sorry ya, Onic. Teori tutup muka, Cok.
And that just goes to show like the micro play coming
Ini
from
guys,
both
sedikit.
sides. are just so good. And to be honest, I was suspecting Super Marco to actually
Albertnya mau bikin
deal
Wind
into, like,
Talker.
critical damage, but Onic just able to eat it.
Gonna lose another purple. He sees no buffs this game. Kyle T is always there, the man of Kyrie's nightmares right now. Just retry after retry after retry. Kyrie even has to, he even tried using the retry, but he's still unable
Sumpah
to
gila
get
banget,
it.
Cok.
Kyle T and the team showing pure dominance.
Yeah, I mean,
Combo gue sama Beatrix ini sama bomnya
this is what I was
gila
saying,
banget,
right? Like
anjir.
in the early stage, if Kyrie's
Aduh,
not
gue
able
takut
to
banget
keep
dah
up
Sansa
these
mainnya
stacks,
gitu,
it's
anjir.
gonna be
Aduh, mati. Aduh, ngapain open map, Albert?
Albert, why? Marco's waiting for him at
Bert,
the
ngapain
shotgun
open map,
loaded.
Bert?
Bow, boom. Albert's gone, and now Apbren smells the blood. Here comes the Bren effect.
Aduh, guys.
Flapteezy gonna flap on in. Ogwin looking for something as well. Kyrie just trying to
Aduh,
defend with the rest of the team.
mati.
Boom! Super
my.
Marco
Gila,
takes out
sakit
another.
banget,
The target
anjir.
is locked, and they're taken down. Sans and Albert are off the map. The two major damage dealers is Apbren
Aduh, Cok.
gonna try to finish this out here.
Aduh,
One
anjing.
big mistake.
Please jangan mati,
to finish
Kyrie.
things off. Kyrie taking way too much damage. Keyboy looking for the knockup. Boots into the backside with the
Aduh,
Raven
Butsa
Spider.
mati.
They're just trying to defend, but the minions keep on
Aduh,
coming.
Cok.
Ladies
No,
and
no,
gentlemen,
no,
Apbren,
no.
undefeated, undisputed, from world champions to the games of the future. They take it all.
And now they're the Digital Games champion. And you can see how happy they are. They're standing on chairs. Look at, I really wish I could hear the crowd.
Anjing,
Probably
susu
going
plebs ini emang ya.
wild at this point. Man.
I love it. I love it. And one of the things I love most about seeing Apbren is their reactions every single time.
Gila, anjing,
These
strong
guys
banget
are the
Apbren ini.
best in the world right now. They're the best anywhere they go. Anything they touch, they are dominating in.
Udah guys,
We saw a full
ente
best of seven
Onic
this time.
ente
Last time
Awek
this
tetap
time in the rematch,
support Indo ya di
Apbren
turnamen
makes
internasional ini.
quick
Daki
work
menang lagi,
on
anjir,
it.
si Daki.
I mean, very well done.
Tetap
Fans
hashtag
around the
indopride ya
world,
guys.
I'm sure it paid off.
See you on
If
the
you've
next
been
turnamen ya.
watching,
Bentar lagi yang terdekat
they did.
MPL. Paling kita nanti bakal nonton MPL, oke guys.
Fans are kind of looking quiet from our side, from what I've seen. But hey,
Sedih banget,
looks
Cok.
like it was a good game. I love
Masih
the
belum bisa
sportsmanship
lepas
right
dari
here,
dominasi
right?
Filipina,
Look
anjir.
at this. Like they're just
Oke guys,
that is like
Easy, man.
happiness
see you guys.
on a
Thank you
whole
udah nonton. Selamat beristirahat.
happiness on a whole nother level. And it looks like we're gonna